In another courtroom, this time in Stamford, Connecticut, the Michelle Troconis trial has entered its 9th day of testimony. Troconis is accused of conspiring with her late boyfriend to cover up the murder of his estranged wife. She's pleaded not guilty to conspiracy to commit murder, evidence tampering, and also hindering the prosecution. Well, prosecutors focused on showing the jury blood-like stains linked to the case, seized from trash bins in the area. Investigators say this is where Troconis and her ex were on the night that Jennifer Dulos went missing. Let's bring in our legal contributor and trial attorney and author of Come Home Safe, Brian Buckmire. Brian, based on the evidence here, just talk to us about what decision the jury needs to weigh.
Well, Kira, the jury has to weigh how much knowledge did Michelle Troconis have in the disappearance and murder of Jennifer Dulos. They've got to look at, as you pointed out, the evidence that they saw yesterday, the zip ties, the bloodstained clothes, the white T-shirt, the bra, that was all scattered throughout Hartford, Connecticut in May of 2019, that the prosecution is saying was dumped by Photos Dulos. Now, for the defense, I think the argument here, for lack of a better term, is to say that her hands were dirty, but not bloody, that she might have accompanied Photos Dulos throughout this kind of dumping of items, but that she didn't have the knowledge that what he was dumping or what he had done to his estranged wife days before.
So Dulos died by suicide after being charged with his wife's disappearance. But in a note, he said that Troconis had nothing to do with the disappearance of his wife. Is that going to play a role in this trial, you think?
So far, we haven't heard about that evidence coming in as yet. And so it's not necessarily what you know, but what you can prove. And what I mean by that is that note is technically what we call hearsay. It's an out-of-court statement because he said it outside of the court, meant to prove the truth that he's asserting, that he and Michelle Troconis were not guilty of this. Now, there are exceptions to hearsay, like a dying declaration. And if the defense can artfully argue that this is that these are the final words of a dying man that should be considered to be true, then that might come in to the court. But I think it'd be very hard based on the fact of how Connecticut works through dying declarations and whether or not this is truthful. This could be a man's last lie, as I think the prosecutors will argue, before he takes his own life.
All right, Brian Buckmire, thank you.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.